You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody that tuned into our day one draft coverage. Almost 50,000 viewers across the 5-hour show. Just want to say thank you to everybody out there. And a reminder, we're going to be live on the channel as well an hour before day two gets kicked off. And I want to see you all there. So subscribe and turn your notifications on. Coming up on today's video, though, we're going to react to the picks made yesterday and what that means for Isaiah Hartenstein. We have some more information and kind of a peek behind the curtains of what maybe Leon Rose and crew were trying to accomplish last night. And then I've got 5 players that the New York Knicks could target in round 2 as they own pick 38 and 51. But as we know, the New York Knicks, they do not like to make NBA draft picks. Well, Leon Rose and crew are definitely up to something. They are trying to find a way to create enough cap space, either A, under the first apron, or B, under the second apron, to where they are most likely going to be hard capped this season, so they can offer Isaiah Hartenstein that $16.1 million starting salary on a 4-year, $72 million deal. Last night, the Knicks, they came into the draft owning the 24th and 25th pick. They traded the 24th pick to get the 26th pick, and they made the pick at 25, Mikal Bridges, and they ended up trading the 26th pick for 5 future second-round picks from the Oklahoma City Thunder. They also netted a second-round pick by moving from 24 to 26. The Knicks pick up 6 second-round picks. I want to take a look at this photo from Jeremy Cohen. He does an awesome job on Twitter. Check him out. Also a great host as well for Knicks Film School, and Jonathan Macri and the whole crew over there. Major shout-out to them. He does a really good job of outlining where the Knicks' salary stacks up. And a lot to digest on this photo, but I just want to focus on the guaranteed salary, the first apron, and the second apron. If the New York Knicks have Mikal Bridges on the cap sheet for next year, because rumors are coming out that the Knicks want to have him be a drafting stash, but he told the media last night he wants to play in the NBA, and he wouldn't have entered the draft if he didn't think he could come play in the NBA right now. So let's assume he's on the cap sheet for $2.7 million. The Knicks would have $189 million in total roster costs. That is $17 million above the tax. That is $10 million above the first apron, but $430,000 below the second apron with a full roster and Isaiah Hartenstein coming back. You might say, well, Marshall, how is this possible? Well, the New York Knicks, if this is the plan, are going to have to adjust that Mikal Bridges trade package, because the way the deal is set up right now, where the Knicks just give up Bojan Bogdanovic and a boatload of first-round picks because they are accepting more salary back in the trade that they are trading out, they are hard-capped at the first apron of $178 million. But if the New York Knicks don't adjust that trade package, which they could do multiple ways, including Precious Achiuwa in a sign and trade, Alec Burks in a sign and trade, or a couple of different avenues, if the Knicks are just trying to get below that first apron because they're trying to keep the cap or the trade for Bridges the same, without Bridges' $2.7 million, and Isaiah Hartenstein's already lumped in 16.1, the New York Knicks, with 3 second-round exceptions on their roster, are $8.5 million below the first apron, meaning they need to create about another $7.6 million in salary cap space to afford Isaiah Hartenstein. That's why there are trade rumors about potentially moving on from Mitchell Robinson. Overall, my final take, we go to bed, we wake up, we think with a clear mind. If what the New York Knicks did last night gets them any closer to re-signing Isaiah Hartenstein, I'm totally fine with it. The player you got at 25, 24, whether it was going to be Kyle Filipowski, Tyler Kolek, whoever you wanted, they are not more important than Isaiah Hartenstein to this ball club. And after I spent about 2.5 hours last night watching tape on Mr. Mikal Bridges, I understand what the Knicks saw. They're trying to move the money over until next season, but also taking a swing on a highly talented player. Extremely young, not even 19 years old yet. He's 6'8" without shoes. He can put it on the deck. He can pull up from 15. His jump shot from the outside continues to improve. He is an offensively skilled player. Outside of that, he doesn't really do much. He doesn't really create for others, in my opinion. He is just a scorer and a shooter, which is okay. You're taking a home run swing at a player at 25 while also helping out your cap sheet this year. I get it. I understand it. And I hope it leads to number 55, putting pen to paper and returning to the New York Knicks. If you want the Knicks to re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein, like this video. I need a starting five in my life that features Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Isaiah Hartenstein, with Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo coming off the bench. That is the best top seven in the NBA. F the Celtics. They don't want that smoke. Coming up next, round 2 draft targets. The Knicks own the 38th pick and the 51st pick. Will they make these picks? If they do, I'll give you 5 players that I would like to see them target if they end up making those selections. But first, I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor, Chubbies. Go to chubbyshorts.com/chat. Use that promo code chat and get 20% off your purchase as summer is here and it is time to get hooked up with our proud sponsor, Chubbies. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's video. Chubbies is a lifestyle apparel brand that makes every moment feel like a vacation. They say fashion is an expression of one's character, so why not let the world know you're down for a good time? For a limited time, Knicks Now viewers are getting 20% off your order with our exclusive code CHAT. Use code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. Chubbies offers a variety of high-quality men's apparel, from super stretchy shorts and swim trunks in 3 short inseam lengths to pants, polos, and button-down shirts for every single occasion. You want to go work out, you want to go to a nice dinner, you want to hang out with the friends, hang out around the pool, you can do that. Chubbies is going to be my go-to apparel brand all summer long. The moment I put on their gear for the first time, I was like, you know what? Chubbies is the gear for me. It always took me a while to find a right pair of shorts or swim trunks that I want to wear. And once I put on the American flag ones that Chubbies hooked me up with, I'm never going to wear a different swimsuit. You can do the same all summer long by going to chubbyshorts.com/chat as it's skies out, thighs out season. chubbyshorts.com/chat. I saw my guy Dexter Lawrence, nose tackle for the New York Giants. He's been repping some Chubbies. Be a winner like Sexy Dexy. chubbyshorts.com/chat and use that promo code chat for 20% off. All right, just want to get this out of the way. I'm not going to be shocked if the Knicks trade out of the second round. I am preparing myself. I did the mental work this morning of seeing the Adrian Wojnarowski tweet saying the New York Knicks are trading pick 38 and pick 51 for 4 future second-round picks from a team. I don't expect them to make any picks, but maybe they do. And if they do, 5 players I'd like to see them target. Let's start with the Big East Player of the Year from the 2022-2023 season, Tyler Kolek, the point guard that can set the table, run the show, and operate an offense when Jalen Brunson sits down. 23.2 years old. He is ready to come in and contribute. Some notes we got on him: a cerebral player who excels reading opposing defenses and opponents' leverages. A great playmaker, will be able to run a second unit as the primary ball handler early in his career. I think he's a guy that may be close already to his ceiling in the NBA, but his floor is so high, he's going to be able to be an impactful player coming off the bench early on in his career. Limited athletically, which I think will make him not necessarily a liability on defense, but not a stopper. Look, you need someone to be able to run the show when Brunson sits down. Can Tyler Kolek be a guy maybe in the mold of TJ McConnell, similar to what the Indiana Pacers have in him? I think it makes a lot of sense. We'll see what happens. Another player I would have been cool with the Knicks taking at the 24th or 25th spot is the offensively skilled big man Kyle Filipowski out of Duke. 6'11", 230 pounds, not even 21 years old yet. He's from New York. He's really talented, can score at all 3 levels, also a capable playmaker, makes the right reads when given the ball as a playmaking hub. Athletic limitations, no doubt, and that could limit his defensive ceiling and rim protection abilities. Averaged 1.5 blocks last year, so he could do that. Not necessarily an elite defender, but you're taking him for his upside on offense and a player that could diversify your center point portfolio if you do have Robinson or Hartenstein back. A player you could be looking at selection 51 is one of my favorite players in this draft, A.J. Mitchell, the crafty offensive guard at UC Santa Barbara. 22 years old. He's ready to play. He's 6'3". He's got a little Andrew Nembhard to his game and a slight sprinkle of Jalen Brunson as well. Crafty, deceptive. He has multiple moves that he can go to. He's got that step back, really good footwork as well, soft touch around the rim. You're looking for a point guard to develop on this team next to Brunson that could learn from him, plays a similar style of game. I think it can make a lot of sense. A.J. Mitchell, one of my favorite guards in this class. Tyler Smith, the wing, added the G League Ignite. I view him more as a 4 in the NBA. Gives me a little Josh Smith, Jay Smooth. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks and Lou Will. But that's what he kind of reminds me of. Extreme athlete. Can jump out of the gym. He has a nice-looking jumper. Needs to improve there with more volume and efficiency. But a high-energy player, but sometimes needs to give a little bit more effort on the boards and defense. Wonder how much that is just because he played for the G League Ignite. I think he's someone that can get up and down and has the potential to be a stretch 4 in this league with high upside on the athletic department. Adem Bona, maybe one of the most bouncy players in this draft, the big man out of UCLA, a little bit undersized for the center position at less than 6'9", but he's got good size, good strength as well. A great athlete who can catch lobs, block shots, bring some really just juice on the defensive end. He surprisingly didn't dominate the glass, which I think is something he could improve on in the NBA. Not the most confident jump shooter either, but he's someone that could be a backup center for you as maybe you lose Precious Achiuwa in NBA free agency. And of course, could they select Bronny James? I know a lot of people are wondering, Marsh, could the Knicks go out and look to select Bronny James with the 38th pick or the 51st pick? And if I had to guess, I would say no. I don't think LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, is going to be a Knick. This is a CAA basketball team, not a clutch sports basketball team. But if there is a player that they want to take at 51, I would be totally fine with it being Bronny James. A similar player to Deuce McBride. I think someone that could develop under Tom Thibodeau. Because I think in this league, if he's going to be successful, he is going to be a nuisance and a pest on defense and a guy that can hit the occasional 3. And that's something that Deuce McBride has found a way to be successful at with the New York Knicks, learning from Tibbs and all the pros. Wouldn't be mad if they select Bronny, just don't necessarily see it happening. And I wouldn't be shocked if the New York Knicks do not make a single pick today. But who knows, except for Leon Rose. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and hit me up on social media at @MarshallGreen_, and let's go Knicks.